good so far.
Okay, we will have some question to you and to your classmates. And it's all about experiments. Are you familiar about scientific method?
Yes.
Oh, nice. So, how is it? Can you please tell to us what is it, the scientific method?
Actually, we already conducted that experiment. So, the scientific method is a process used to validate observation while minimizing observer bias. Its goal is to research to be conducted in a fair, unbiased, and repeatable manner.
So today, review events and phenomena as having been caused and science has evolved as a process to ask how and why things and events happen. Scientists seek to understand the relationships and intricacies between cause and effect in order to predict outcomes of future or similar events.
To answer these questions and to help us predict the future happenings, scientists use the scientific method, a series of steps that lead to answers that accurately describe the things that we observe or at least improve our understanding of them.
The scientific method is not a formula but rather a process with a number of sequential steps designed to create an explainable outcome that increases our knowledge base. To give us more information about the step of the scientific method while doing an experiment. What are the steps of scientific method? Do you know the steps? Are you familiar in that?
Yes. Actually, we are doing this activity today, and we can show to you the steps, and we can demonstrate this while doing our experiment.
Okay, can you proceed and present to us?
So, hello everyone. A scientific method is a sequence of steps to address basic questions about natural world, followed by scientific researches. So we have 5 steps to conduct a scientific method. First, make an observation and gathering. Second, defining the problem. Third, form a hypothesis. Fourth, do an experimentation. Fifth, drawing a conclusion.
Here we have salt, a glass of water, spoon, and an egg. So these are the things that we need in this experiment. So let us begin.
The first step is make an observation, gather and assimilate information about an event, phenomenon, process, or exception to a previous observation, and etc. The scientific method starts when you ask a question about something that you are observing. Step 2. Let's divide the problem. We have to ask questions about the observation that are relevant and testable. Define the null hypothesis to provide unbiased results.
Step 2. Form the hypothesis. Here, we create an explanation or innovative test for the observation that is testable and falsifiable. And for our experiment, our hypothesis is that anything has a higher density compared to the water. The egg will sink into the water.
Step 4. Conduct the experiment. Devise and perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. So let's start our experiment. Let's go.
So first, let us pour some fresh water in this transparent glass, only half full. And slowly put one egg in the glass. As you can see, the egg sinks into the bottom of this glass, filled with the fresh water. In another glass, let's do the same process, but we will put 2 tablespoons of salt on the water and slowly put 1 egg and see what will happen. As you can see, the egg floats in the salt water.
For our conclusion, the reason why the egg sinks in the fresh water is that the density of the egg is higher than the density of the water with no salt or anything else. When salt was added to the fresh water, the density of the water becomes higher than the density of the egg, and that's the reason why the egg floats to the salt water.
And now, we can accept our hypothesis that anything has a higher density compared to the water will sink into the water. And to conclude everything, the heavier liquid, the greater the density.
Thank you, students, for giving information about the experiment possible truth, a process for asking and responding scientific questions through experimentation and observation. It also refers to the collection of assumptions, rules, and methods that scientific utilize when doing research. And again, your host, Asia from the East, and see you in the next episode.